I don't like Femboy and Cum Cum. I don't want to subscribe to that.
If you remember from 24 hours ago, we talked about Femboy and Cum Cum.
If you remember from 24 hours ago, we're talking about femboys and cum.
Cum.
Welcome to our show. I hope this is someone's first episode.
I do too. I hope someone sends this to their mom.
Mom, look at these funny YouTubers I found. Why are they talking about cum?
Okay, kids, if you want more Femboy and Cum Cum content, take your parents' credit card and send us the numbers.
Comment. The comment your house's address so we can deliver the Femboy and Cum Cum merch to you personally. You'll get to meet Shuttle Junk. I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. We're good.
You're fine.
I'm good.
Oh,
I'm
triple
just a
threat.
little scared. Triple threat. Me when I was in musical theater. That's not true.
God.
I was not.
What? What were your threats? What were you doing?
Do you know what a triple threat is?
Yeah. Singing, acting, and dancing. But I was gonna let you say something funny.
Oh, my threats were arson and larceny, which I think is just robbery.
Arson.
But no, I was good at acting. I was decent at dancing. Singing, I was not and have not been the best at for my whole life, pretty much. Although I was in choir.
Yeah. I knew a kid in grade school who really liked to set fires and steal things from people. His name was Carson, and we would
Carson the Larson Arson.
Yes.
Oh, Carson the Larson Arson. We need to get you on the show.
He's just
Friend
gonna
of
set
the
it
show.
on fire.
He's gonna set his fucking laptop on fire, and then we're not gonna be able to get any audio from him.
And then he's gonna steal our merchandise. He's gonna steal our Femboy and Cum Cum merchandise.
No, not the Cum Cum. We need that.
Comment down below if you're more of a Femboy or a Cum Cum.
Out of your friends, which are you? Femboy, Cum Cum, the racist.
Steve.
Crazy ass.
Oh God.
What was your favorite show on Nick that you watched as a child?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Too easy.
Yeah, I should have seen that one coming. Honestly.
Yeah. What about you? Was it Femboy and Cum Cum?
No, it wasn't. I did not enjoy that show. I enjoyed. There was this one very shortly lived show that I watched on Nick called Robot and Monster. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't, but I'm sure if I saw it, I would remember seeing commercials of it.
Search up Robot and Monster right now, and you'll see it's like this big purple monster.
No, I do remember this. I liked this. I liked this so.
Yeah.
This was cute.
Yeah, no. I always enjoyed that one. Yeah. That was a cool show. What like sucked though was when you were trying to watch Nick and you were just trying to watch the good shit, and then they're like, now it's time for Rabbids Invasion. And it's like, what the fuck? What are we doing here?
See, they noticed that people didn't like when they would do those play outside things, so instead they just played Rabbids Invasion.
they just played really shitty shows. Whoa! I can zoom. Watch this shit.
Whoa!
Straight
cinnamon, boy.
I was gonna say a thing about fucking the show we were talking about, the rabbit. Okay, so our So are the rabbits just the like video game version of the minions?
Yeah.
Because that's what I've kind of like
That's
realized in the last
exactly what it is.
5 minutes or so. Rabbits are to video games what minions are to cinema.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're both a plague.
What company made the Rabbids games?
Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Because they made Rayman.
Oh yeah.
And they made all of his cool 3D platformers. But then for some reason they were like, let's make this Rayman game where he gets kidnapped by a bunch of raving rabbits and he has to do a bunch of like mini games to get home. And then they're like, wow, this game did really well. Must have been the rabbits. So then they just like capitalize on the rabbits, and the only Rayman game we've gotten since then was Rayman Legends, which is a very fucking good 3D platformer. I adore that game. Or not 3D, sorry. 2D platformer. It's so good. It's so good. The art is really great. I think you would enjoy it.
I used to play the app game. No, it was like it was just a side scroller platformer.
Yeah, no, but you couldn't control him except for like jumping, right? Or whatever.
I don't remember. I just remember he had no arms or legs, and I was like, this is weird. I like it.
This is silly. I love him. I always liked the blue guy whose name escapes me at the moment. Globox?
I don't know.
Roblox? What the fuck is his name?
Roblox?
Roblox? My favorite Rayman character? Glorpin?
Glorpenstein?
Glorpenstein? Vic Miekenmeister?
Miekenmeister?
Speaking of that, I need to get back to reading for Frankenstein, because
Very good fucking book.
I got like halfway through it, and I got to the point where the main character's wife is like, something's wrong.
Yeah.
And I need to get back into it just because I just like stopped. Not because I was like bored of it or anything, but I was like, I have so many other like books I need to fucking read.
It's one of those classics that they force you to read in school that you genuinely end up enjoying.
Oh, for sure. That's how I was with Raisin in the Sun. That's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
I love that book.
It was really funny.
Slash play, I suppose, but it is good.
It was really funny to me in like most of my English classes whenever kids would be like, "Man, I hate English. I hate that we have to read all this boring stuff. Like, I don't want to read The Lord of the Flies. It's so boring." And then by the end of it, they're like super invested, and like The Great Gatsby especially. Everyone in my class was super invested in The Great Gatsby. And even like outside of school, I had gone to like a birthday party, and we were talking about the book because a lot of the people at that birthday party were in my English class. And so we were talking about the book like outside of any assignments and outside of like our class and stuff. We were just genuinely really enjoying it.
Yeah, no, I was in my short story class yesterday, and we watched this TED Talk about the importance of like reading fiction. And like while like, yes, obviously it was like, oh, if you are put in the mind of another person, and you get to like go through what they're going through and stuff. There were actually some like scientific studies done that were like, how does reading fiction physically alter the brain, right? And they found that they were like, all right, so we'll have our first group of subjects like kick, right? And then we'll have our other group of subjects read about kicking, right? So, and then they scanned their brains while they were doing this to see what like parts of the brain were active. And while not as intense in the reading side, both of the groups had the same parts of the brain active.
Whoa. So like it
for-
was kind of like they were experiencing it all the same.
Yeah, and like, and then they had this. Oh, hold on, we have a boss scene here. You could get any cat in existence. Why are you taking Chubbs?
Because my scanners have looked all over the galaxy, and he's the cutest, most perfectest cat in the universe.
Yeah, but like, what do you even need a cat for?
What do you need a cat for?
No, I mean,
I just want someone to hang out with, okay? Is that okay with you?
defensive much?
Time for you to get defensive.
You sure? I kind of wrecked your first two robots.
Stop distracting me. Mecha 3 will now destroy you! Oh my god, they're lesbians.
What though?
They're lesbians. Oh my god.
I know.
Oh my god, gay. Oh, this one's big.
But yeah. But it. Oh yeah, flames. It also made a point how, like, what the difference between speaking and reading is, because speaking is a very like natural thing. Like when you see a thing, right? The vision of it goes into the back of your head, and then your brain deciphers what it is and then assigns the word to it, and then you speak the word, right?
Yeah.
And like, if you just put like a child in a room with a bunch of people speaking, it will eventually learn how to speak. But for reading, it's not a very natural thing, because if you put a child in a library, it's not just going to automatically learn how to read. It has to be taught.
Yeah.
They're two different parts of the brain, so your brain has to put in a lot more effort into trying to read. And to prove this, they had this group of people read this short thriller novel. They read 30 pages every night, and then each morning they would come in and they would scan their brain to see how it like changed. And after like a couple weeks or so, and they like finished the book or whatever, they saw that their brains actually got like thicker.
Whoa.
And like denser, like it was like actually like working out the brain.
It is like a big ass muscle.
It is a very large one.
Is it the
but-
largest?
Fuck. Largest muscle? I don't know. Is the brain a muscle? Well, it's an organ, but I guess the heart is also an organ. I don't know. I know that the largest organ is your skin,
Yeah.
or the one in church, depending on how you phrase the question.
Oh my god.
but,
I touched my
no,
teeth expecting braces and I didn't feel them and I got scared.
Oh no! That happens to me when I forget I'm wearing glasses, and I'll go to scratch my eye, and I like tap my glasses, and I'm like, oh my god, because I just forget they're on my face because I just have to wear them so fucking much. But everyone go read. It's cool, and you learn to empathize, and you actually, like, scientifically proven, you actually go through the stuff with the character as you read about it.
And
so you
listen,
learn to empathize.
You don't have to read Moby Dick or The Lord of the Flies or
Oh
all
my
that
God,
fancy
no.
shit. You can go onto AO3 and read some filthy smut. It is the same shit.
Just read anything you like, because I used to think that, like, I have to read the big books like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings and the Odyssey and all that shit. But it's like, just like read anything. Words are words, dude, and they can still, no matter what, elicit a certain reaction out of you. No matter the time period, no matter the subject matter, no matter the genre. Like reading as its own, as like a hobby, has only been around for like 5,000 years.
Yeah.
While actual like speaking has been around for fucking like hundreds of thousands of years. So like,
as soon as we say ooga booga.
Yeah, no, we're still, as like a species, pretty new to the whole, like, I'm just gonna read a book. So like, I understand it can be hard to actually start, but just don't worry about what anyone else would say about your reading habits, and just read because it's fun.
Yeah.
And you can learn stuff along the way.
Yeah.
Anyway, this has been
Go read The Cat in the Hat.
Well, I mean, yeah, you could, I suppose. There is some good children's stories.
Peak literature.
Well, I don't know about peak, but it's pretty good.
All right, good job.
Killed this fucking Mecha 3. Fuck.
That was the end of the
right.
third world, right?
Yeah, we're on the last world
Yeah,
now.
we'll start the next one next time on Shuttle Dunk.
Yay! See you guys then.
Whoa.